Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and secure. Stay home, stay safe. Welcome to today's English class. In the previous class, we have completed our reading A Oliver Asks for More from Unit 2. Today, let us start our reading B The Cry of the Children. About the poet Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Elizabeth Barrett Browning from 1806 to 1861 was a great poet of English language. She published a collection of poems, sonnets from the Portuguese, Aurora Leigh, the Seraphim and other poems. She married Robert Browning, a famous English poet, and moved to Italy. Most of her poems deal with human emotions. The poem The Cry of the Children is about the feeling of a child labor. Elizabeth Barrett Browning's poem entitled The Cry of Children was written at the time when government investigations have explored the exploitation of children employed in coal mines and factories. Elizabeth Barrett Browning reserves her sentiment for the children who are made to work in factories and hence had to part away with their childhood, and they are deprived of all those things that other children can do. Children who are engaged in child labor expresses their views in this poem. Let's move to the description of the poem. For oh, say the children, we are weary, and we cannot run or leap. If we cared for any meadows, it were merrily to drop down in them and sleep. For oh, say the children, we are weary. Meaning of weary, tired. The children say that we are very tired. And we cannot run or leap. Meaning of leap, jump. The children addresses the others that they cry out in tiredness, that they cannot jump or run. If we cared for any meadows, it will merrily to drop down in them and sleep. Meaning of meadows, land that is covered with grass. Meaning of merrily, only. Meadows give lot of joy to the children. They like to play and run on the soft grass. But these unfortunate children has no such desires. They just want to sleep. Our knees tremble sorely in the stooping. We fall upon our faces trying to go. And underneath our heavy eyelids drooping, the reddest flower would look as pale as snow. Our knees tremble sorely in the stooping. Meaning of tremble, shake. Meaning of sorely, in a painful manner. Meaning of stooping, bend one's head or body towards and downwards, forwards and downwards. The children's work requires them to keep on bending, so their knees are not steady. They seem to be injured and hurt. They fall face down and wanted to die. And underneath our heavy eyelids drooping, the reddest flower would look as pale as snow. Meaning of underneath, below. Meaning of drooping, hanging downward. Meaning of pale, not bright, dull in color. The children, their eyes are turned red due to lack of sleep and by working continuously in dark and dusty mines and factories. Their eyes are redder than the reddest flower, which will look pale as no comparison. For all day we drag our burden tiring through the cold dark underground, or all day we drive the wheels of iron in the factories round and round. Meaning of drag, pull someone or something along forcefully, roughly, or with difficulty. You can see in the picture how forcefully they are moving it. Meaning of burden, a load, typically a heavy one. Meaning of tiring, causing one to need rest to sleep. So, the children keep on dragging burden in the dark coal mines or keep on turning the wheels in the factories without rest. Or all day we drive the wheels of iron in the factories round and round. This paragraph reveals that the children keep on dragging burden in the dark coal mines. They keep on turning the wheels in the factories without rest. The summary of the given poem, The Cry of Children. Children who are engaged in child labor say that they are tired and lost all their strength. They cannot run or jump. They want to go to meadows to sleep and take rest. They say that their knees tremble and the eyelids droop as they are tired very much with work. Even the energetic children also look tired as they are carrying loads all the day in the coal mines and drive the wheels in the factories. And let us go through the glossary. Meaning of weary, tired and lost all the strength. Meaning of leap, jump. Meaning of meadows, land that is covered with grass. Meaning of merrily, only. Meaning of tremble, shake involuntarily, typically as a result of anxiety. Meaning of sorrowfully, in a painful manner. Meaning of stooping, bend one's head or body upwards and downwards. Meaning of underneath, below. Meaning of drooping, hanging downward. Meaning of pale, not bright light in color. Meaning of drag, pull someone or something along forcefully, roughly, or with difficulty. Meaning of burden, a load, typically a heavy one. Meaning of tiring, causing one to need rest or sleep. Coming to the comprehension question answers. First question. What kind of places are the children working in? I hope so you all know the places. It is given in the lesson itself. It is given in the pictures. So where are the children working, children? The children are working as laborers in factories and coal mines. Second question. The reddest flower would like as pale as snow. What does the phrase reddest flower refer to? Why does it become pale? The phrase reddest flower refers to an energetic, active and young child. You can see here the reddest flower. The reddest flower is referring to the energetic, active and young child. Isn't it? Mention it, children. The reddest flower meaning here in the lesson meaning of the reddest flower means it is compared as an energetic, active and young child. He looks pale because he is tired of heavy work. Why does the child look pale? Because of the heavy work, he looks very pale. Third question. How does the work affect the children? When children are engaged in work in young age as laborers, it will affect their health and career. They are tied with heavy work, whereas they have to play all the time. Because of heavy work, what is happening to them? It is affecting on their health in the young age. They are unable to play also. They become weak. They will behave like machines. They are deprived of their dreams. Their childhood will be spoiled, isn't it? How is the life of the children in the poem, children? It is completely spoiled. Fourth question. Do children enjoy their lives when engaged in work? According to your opinion? According to my opinion, no. The children do not enjoy their lives when engaged in work. Their playtime is robbed off, means their playtime is taken away from them and completely they are working like and they are behaving like machines. Fifth question. If the poem were written from the point of view of a factory owner, what kind of things would he say about children? So now, what is the question mentioned here? What is the opinion of a factory owner about the children? What kind of things he will be telling there about the children? The factory owners would say that they pay more than the worth their work, isn't it? Factory owners say that they are paying the more amount. They are doing the less work, but we are paying to them more. They will tell to the others. If children learn to work, it will help them in future. But still, what will they say? If children learn how to work, it will help them in future. They feel there is nothing to be worried about child labor. So they think that they never bother about the child labor and nothing to be worried also they'll be telling. Sixth question. What is the poet's attitude towards child labor? Pick out the words, expressions that reveal her attitude. Who is the poet, children? Yes, Elizabeth Barrett Browning expresses her concern for the children who are made to work in factories and hence had to part away with their childhood, and they are deprived of all those things that other children can do. So take the example of you only, children. You are very happy with your family, but coming to the children who are part away with their childhood, they lost all their childhood life. So, home assignment, children, read the following poem, The Cry of Children, and choose the correct answers. First question. For oh, say the children, they say oh because of. What is the meaning of oh in the given line, children? Why are they saying oh? What are the options given there? Happiness, sadness, tiredness, greatness. So what is the correct answer there? Yes, it is tiredness. Because of tiredness, they say, oh, we are tired. Second question. What are the children doing according to the poem? According to the poem, you can see in the picture also. What are the children doing there? Yes, they are working in factories. The child laborers, they are working in the factories. Third question. Where do the children want to go and take rest? Where do the children want to go, children? They want to go and they want to sleep. So, where do they want to go? Yes, they want to go to a meadow. They want to go there and take rest. Fourth question. The lines and underneath are heavy eyelids drooping. The reddest flower would look as pale as snow. In the poem means, what is the meaning of the given sentence, children? Here you have the options here. You can say underneath are heavy eyelids drooping, means what is the given answer there? Yes, their eyes are tired and they could see the dull color of the reddest flower, means their eyelids are drooping. Because of that itself, the reddest color is also looking, the reddest flower, the rose flower is also looking pale, dull in color. Fifth question. In the above poem, what does we refer to? What does we refer to? About whom is the poem, children? Yes, it is about the child labor. Sixth question. According to the poem, why can't the children run or leap? Why can't the children run or leap? What happened to the children? Because they were tired due to hard work in factories. Because of tiredness, they are unable to run or leap. They are unable to run or jump. Seventh question. In the poem, what do the children do all day? What do the children do, children? What are they working? Where are they working? Yes, they drive the wheels of iron. They go on drive the wheels of the iron. You can see in the picture. They work in the coal mines and factories. They drive the wheels of iron. Eighth question. According to the poem, which part of the children's body is most affected? They are crying, and what are they saying? Which part of the body is paining for them? Yes, their knees are paining. They are going on. The knees are paining for them. Ninth question. The poet says they drive the iron wheels. So, they drive the iron wheels of what? They drive the iron wheels by walking round and round the wheels. In the picture also you can observe they are going on walking round and round the wheels. Coming to the last question. In this poem, Elizabeth Barrett Browning is most likely trying to influence public opinion about which of the following social issue. It is clearly mentioned there about whom the poet is telling there. In the given poem, she is telling that about the child labor exploitation. Complete your given classwork and home assignment and send it to my given WhatsApp number. Thank you.